Hello everybody, this is the Johnny Mare, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 1.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me.
Okay.
Snake! I will be watching you. Understand?
Watch away. I'll be killing people.
Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
Which man? I've killed a lot.
What is it?
Oh. The DARPA chief. That was a long time ago.
That was not the DARPA chief.
Huh.
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of FOX HOUND.
Ah. Makes sense.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
So that's why the body was
The Angel of Death.
decomposing when we found it in that cell. It's actually been dead a while.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself.
So cryptic.
Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
Jeez. Those crows really went to town quickly, didn't they? He is completely gone.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for FOX HOUND.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Right.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
What a twist, huh, viewers? Apparently Naomi is a spy. Well, let us save so that we don't have to go through this Vulcan Raven fight again.
Naomi wasn't acting strangely or anything?
No, I just can't believe that Naomi's an enemy spy. I refuse to accept that.
I don't want to believe it either, but...
Don't say it, Snake.
Whether I say it or not doesn't change the facts, Mei-Ling. But we'll see how this goes. So now that we've taken out Vulcan Raven, obviously there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can pick up in this area. I did pick up a lot of it while we were actually fighting him, so there's not a ton left over. Just some bullets and some missiles. And you'll notice, actually, we didn't get the special little effect that can happen if you stay in this area too long. And look at this. Leftovers. Huh. Massive gun and a pile of blood. Lovely. And that is that your rations can actually freeze if you stay in this freezer too long. And then you can't use them. And when they're frozen, it'll say frozen across them. And you actually have to head back up to the liquid metal area, the factory area, to unthaw them and stand near the molten area. Alright, we're going to be going into a really crazy area here. Check this out. Look at that. Turrets all over the wall, and you can see the little red dots blinking on our radar. Man, that's crazy. So, as you might expect, we're going to throw a chaff grenade. And you might have noticed that they're giving us a lot of Stinger missiles. That's because we're going to need those coming up for a major boss battle. In a lot of ways, the biggest boss battle in the game. Ugh. Well, thank you. And we're maxed out, so that's good. So let's head through the door here, and we will continue onward. Uh-oh. That looks like something important. Metal Gear. We finally found it. But now what are we supposed to do with it? Well, we're gonna run around this area and see if we can find anything. There's of course some boxes all around with different items, and we're gonna see if we can get by this camera without activating it. Go, go, go. Okay. There's a drainage ditch down there, and that's gonna come into play in a little bit. But for now, there's some items down there I'm gonna grab. If we can get by this camera without activating it, of course. I suppose I'll chaff it up. Alright, go. Now, this is toxic water, so as you'll notice, my life is actually going down. So you don't want to stay in it too long. So I'm going to hop out here and grab that ration I just saw, and then we'll actually use it, since I lost some life. And, I mean, that's about it. You can go all the way around. There's various items in there that you can get to. Jeez. But for now, we're just going to head up Metal Gear. And basically, Metal Gear is so massive, it takes up this entire room. So we're going to have to use little ladders to climb up onto it and actually over it eventually. So the first ladder is over here. What?
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Well, how convenient that... Oops. Guess I needed Colonel Campbell to tell me what button to press to climb this ladder. But anyway, how convenient that Otacon is a hacker. So we can just so happen to access that computer and hopefully tell us a little bit more about these keys we need to find. But yeah, there aren't any guards or anything patrolling. That's really strange. It's almost like they don't really care if anyone comes up here. And obviously our radar is jammed, so I'm gonna have to use first person to make sure there's nobody or anything around. Come on, what?
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Thanks for the status update. Why don't you save your breath and call me back when you've actually done it, Otacon? I don't need play-by-play or blow-by-blow exactly what's happening. Alright, so here we have another catwalk with some more items we can pick up. And there actually is a guard up in this area on the other side of Metal Gear. So we'll have to be careful of him once we get over there. I don't think there's one over here. Man, they really want us to have chaff grenades. Nope, no guard. That's good.
What was that noise?
Okay, apparently there is a guard. Where the heck is he? Oh, okay, it's the one over on the other side. Apparently he could hear me. That's some pretty good hearing. Must have been clinking along these little gratings down on the floor. Alright, well let's climb up onto Metal Gear and head over to the other side. Ugh, and do another codec with Otacon.
Snake, I did it!
Woo!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
That bastard.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Well, that sounds legit, doesn't it? And, yeah, there's some people hanging out over in that conference area. That's where we're headed. I knew there was something suspicious about Colonel Campbell. He's hiding stuff from us, it seems. He knows more than he's letting on. And now we have to be careful of the guard. One single guard. But we don't want to alert him. But if you do, you can always climb up on Metal Gear and you'll be fine. Because they can't come up after you. But we need to let him get along his route so he doesn't hear us clanking along on these gratings. And unfortunately there is one more prolonged codec sequence we'll have to get through, and then we'll call it an episode. Ooh, SOCOM bullets. Not sure I'll ever use my SOCOM again in this game. Maybe. Yes?
Snake!
Did you find it?
No. I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
It's the most important thing. Come on, Otacon. Break that system and find it. But in the meantime, let's save. And in my next episode, we will continue on and see who those people are that were in that little observation room. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching.
War, he sung, is toil and trouble, honor but an empty bubble. What about you, Snake? Is your honor just an empty bubble too?
Nah. And I will see you all in my next episode. So long.